Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time once again for some Outer Worlds 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, it's just officially released today. I guess you could have gotten it. We could have gotten it earlier if we wanted to pay $30 extra, but like that's just. I'm sorry, I don't want to pay like $10 per extra day or anything like that. That just seems frivolous and exploitive. So yeah, we're starting it today. Not entirely sure what really all to expect from this, other than we are apparently with the Earth Protectorate. We are going to Arcadia, and there is some sort of anomalies or something going on with skip space. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game here.
It's around here for once.
Right, okay, so, yeah. I've got the settings, everything. It should be just fine. We should be doing good as far as everything. So, I want to start a new game. Babel Biology, okay.
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy?
The astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself. You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Unable to brace for impact.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
Yes.
From
Earth
one
Directorate
side of the galaxy
propaganda.
to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments, the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists.
Right.
So remember,
That's fun.
if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounter.
Okay, so yes. Here we are. We are this poor schlub. Do we want a prosthetic? I don't think we want a prosthetic pay. I mean, we could have them, but, you know. Yeah, that head's all right. Skin tone is way too tan for me. Like, yeah, there we go. That's more like it. I don't want a mole. And we can have features like a rash. Like, seriously, you might want to get that looked at. We can do scars. Major bruising. Jesus. Or like severe trauma. Jeez. Right. Okay. I don't mind a scar. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll have a scar and a little bit of dirty and on the face. Complexion. We're gonna go with a clear complexion. We have no freckles. Let's age him up a bit. I am no spring chicken. Eye color. Blue. Dark circles need to be more prominent because that's just more realistic. All right. Brow, nose. Let's go with there. Yeah, that'll work. Cheek size. Let's make him kind of chiseled. Why not? All right, so now we want to go on to hair. Yeah, that hairstyle just is not me. Uh, 23 might be close. Oh, good gods. What the hell? Like a massive pompadour with a tail? Go with the good old mullet. Now we'll go with the kind of swept back, parted, shoulder length. Yeah, that'll work. I like those eyebrows better. All right, and facial hair, let's take a look and see what we have available. Like, good gods, can we go with something that's not like, you know, bushy as a fucking mongoose? All right, we'll go with that. We're kind of like a space Jesus, I guess. All right, and we can do makeup. Dirt, we can have piercings. Not that you'll really see them. Wow, that's just no. How about no? You know what? I don't really like the facial hair in this. Like, it's just too much. It's too bushy. So, all right, we'll go there. Let's go on to background. What is our background? We can do ex-convict. You never cared for the Earth Directorate, and they never cared for you. So much so that they decided it would be in the best interest to spend much, if not all, the rest of your life behind bars. However, desperate times call for desperate measures. So you accept a deal to work for them to clear your record, or escape while they aren't looking. The grand plan. Ha! You know the universe is run by bad luck and chaos. Even if you've been riding the winning edge of all that chaos for most of your life, unfortunately that winning streak came to an end when you lost a bet with an agent who was trying to convince you to utilize your panache for bucking the odds in the service of the Earth Directorate. Lawbringer. After experiencing a youth of hardship and corporate malfeasance, you joined the Earth Directorate, devoting your life to bringing order to colonies and in the throes of chaos. You are a champion of the people, whether they want it or not. The law is not to be trifled with, and neither are you. Professor, you are a prominent voice in your field until your panache for full contact archaeology and your colleagues' jealousy at your success rate for retrieving artifacts long thought to be lost cost you both your tenure and position. Fortunately, your talent for dealing with more unsavory elements of artifact trafficking will serve you well in the Earth Directorate. Give me just a moment here. I want to pop out the chat so that we can have it over here. There we go. We could go with Renegade. You have lived a life that skirted the laws of any colony you found yourself operating in. But that's what you were paid for. Definitely not a reason for your unsatisfied previous employers to hunt you down, is it? Joining the Earth Directorate seemed like a great way to solve your problems, the problems your work history may have caused, or the roustabout. I think we're gonna go with, I think we'll go with the Renegade. That just sounds nice. We can do brawny, brilliant, heroic, innovative. Well, let's see here. So brawny is sliding or springing into hostiles will knock them down. Cooldown 5 seconds. Brilliant during skill selection, specialize in one additional skill. Specialized skills start with 2 points. Heroic cools down the extra cooldown for companion ability. Innovative crafting recipes for ammo, throwables, and resources creates up to twice as many of those items for the same amount of crafting materials. Lucky, plus 5% critical chance. Nimble, extra speed in combat and crouched. Resilient, death is prevented for 3 seconds the first time you would have died each combat. Suave, 10% discount. Or witty, your reputation with any faction can never be decreased below neutral. You know what? I think we're going to go with brilliant. Well, here's the question. Here's the question, though. Wait, we can... Oh, then if we can go with more than one, but we have to then pick a negative trait. All right, so... Skills term, specialized skills start at 2 and can be raised to max faster. Okay, so... It's the same thing, just, yeah. Alright, so we're going to go with brilliant, because we're going to select guns, lockpicks, and we're going to say speech. So there we go. We've got our 3 skills. We're good with guns, we're good with the lockpick, and we are good with talking to people. Go with Commander Ollamh, that's fine. So we are a renegade. We're a brilliant renegade. It's good with guns, lockpicks, and speech. And yeah, we'll go with normal. Blocking classified transmission. Thank you.
Commander, I know we're rarely of the same mind where tactics are concerned, but you're the best agent we've got for, let's say, our unofficial missions. And few are as unofficial as this one. Your destination, the Arcadian system, is the source of all skip drive manufacturing. However, they also fall outside our legal jurisdiction, a fact which no doubt makes this mission all the more intriguing to you. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. I'll not waste either of our time reviewing how the end of civilization would affect your personal prospects. Your mission is to rendezvous with De Vries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent De Vries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action.
Cool. Sounds great.
Always do what serves you best. In fact, I'm counting on just that. May the law and your unerring sense of self-preservation guide you and your team.
Okay. All right, there we go. I like the kind of over-the-shoulder type look. All right, nothing to find here.
Commander, hey. Hi. Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones.
Less brain. Oh, wow. A whole 10.25%, huh?
Yeah, impressive, huh? Way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing.
Yeah, I actually, you know, they simulate brain damage?
Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it.
What are they telling you?
Well, Pascal likes to joke around, but I think she's being sincere when she says it's all about looking out for the people who can't defend themselves. Sandoval says he's got no time for weakness. He says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves. And that we have righteousness on our side. And Jepson, well, you know him, he don't talk much. So, what do you think?
Well, look, I've always said we need to put people first. Their humanity and yours is priceless. I agree with that.
Yeah, there's some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel.
All right, let's go. Thanks for bringing me the TTD, by the way. I appreciate it.
No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick.
Just run everywhere.
Commander, your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry.
Right.
I'm not the only one who needs their gray matter rewired.
Your cabin door appears jammed, Commander. I've made...
You have what? Made an internal note, but we'll need to find a new way around. Okay, well, let's look around and see what all we can pick. Oh. Tea and snacks. At least he doesn't, like, hem-haw around. All right, what do we got here? We have a necklace. Yoink. Short rounds. All right, what's in here? Oh, this is the med bay. Man, this game is like really just like super quick. All right. We need to get into there. And there is a lovely little vent right here. Pick up bulk smokes. A cigarette lighter. All right. Somebody's been hanging out and smoking here. What are you? Earth Director and Agent Handbook. I'm not going to go through reading all that. But our credentials, our helmet. It's going to be jammed. At least keep it jammed open. So, take a look at our inventory here. So, helmets we do have. Wow, we totally look like a fucking member of the Nova Corps, don't we? Plus 5% health to our base health. Wait, no, we need to drag it over here? Yes, okay. Alright, insert the credentials.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip Core.
I paid a guy to open a sealed one for me once. Had to scrape him off the walls.
Then you know what I'm speaking of. But the whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad.
What kind of resistance are we expecting? Can we expect upon
Hopefully
landing?
none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed.
Anything else?
Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs.
You really think those mechs will give us trouble?
If you're clever, you'll find a way to shut them down before they even know you're there. They're relentless and well-armored. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here.
I agree. Agent Pascal, keep your witty remarks to yourself.
Hear you loud and clear, Commander. Will do.
Thank you.
Better. You've no idea what I've sacrificed and what I'm prepared to sacrifice still. I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some self-serving raconteur who plays fast and loose with the rules whenever it suits them, fouling it up.
You do remember who's commanding officer on this mission, right?
Yes, of course.
You're being a bit of a bitch?
You are in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now.
Good.
My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent.
Okay, one of the two of them is
Same to
not
you,
going to
Bar.
make it.
DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
What was with all that back there with DeVries? You know I meant nothing by it, yet you dressed me down when she was in the wrong? Taking her side over me?
I was trying to calm her down.
Thanks. That was weird, right? I was just offering up reassurances and Super Agent Extraordinaire DeVries lost her head. A crack from me shouldn't have brought that on. This whole mission, there's something off. I mean, law. We'd not even heard tell of this colony before, and they're the only ones manufacturing skip drives? How's that possible?
I mean, I'm concerned too, but for now, we'll just have to trust the Earth Directorate and DeVries.
Sure. Why should we be concerned about all the mystery in a forward agent whose gray matter is starting to leak from her ears? Seriously, though, us sneaking around on a mission of such import just don't sit right with me. We're the Earth Directorate, Void, damn it. When we arrive, everyone should know it. The guilty should be soiling themselves, throwing themselves on our mercy. And just how is it any colony can be outside our jurisdiction? Don't make no sense. Any fool could see that. Even Sandoval.
What's your problem with him?
Nothing. If you don't take his unwavering belief in our righteousness and his refusal to think for himself seriously. I personally find him hilarious, truth be told. And there's no one I'd rather have backing me up in a fight. He can shoot the head off any local indigenous gnat-like insects at 100 meters.
All right. Well, I mean, so I can do that.
Sure, but I'm saying if it was just down to the two of us, me and him.
So what, I'm dead in this scenario?
We all gotta go sometime, Commander. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta commence with my pre-mission ritual.
Wait, ritual?
Guess your gray matter is still foggy from hibernating, ain't it? My pre-mission ritual of 3 bowls of purple berry crunch?
Wow. 3 bowls? That's... So basically your whole ritual is getting hopped up on sugar. Sugar and God knows what else. I can't believe you eat that. It tastes like wood shavings.
Wood shavings with copious amounts of sugar. They say it's 50% by volume, but it feels like twice that.
Holy shit. That is a lot of sugar.
For what it's worth, Commander, I think he did a fine job handling Pascal's impropriety with DeVries. Sooner she gets her head right, sooner our team's gonna be able to operate efficiently. Not sure what DeVries was getting on about, though. She wasn't such a respected agent. I might just have taken offense on your behalf.
Something tells me that Pascal and DeVries aren't your real concerns here.
The way I see it, it's obvious that this mission presents yet another opportunity to bring a colony into the Earth Directorate's righteous control. Seems to me, Arcadia had their chance. It's time for us to put an end to this farce and set them on the right path.
So the Earth Directorate should take over at all costs?
Obviously. It's not like we've not liberated colonies before this, and always for the greater benefit of everyone involved. Well, except for the deposed despots. It's always the same story with these places. These people. Without the rule of law, those with power go wild with it.
What happens when the Earth Directorate has all the power?
What, are you turning into Pascal on me? We have something called principles. Discipline. Someone has to rule. We're obviously the best suited for the job. I suppose it was foolish to believe I could discuss the purity of our cause with you. Allow me to get back to my preparations, Commander.
Okay, but lose the fucking attitude or I'll blast a hole in your fucking face.
Commander?
Awaiting docking procedures, Commander.
Well, that was something. She was different than I remember her. But then she would be, wouldn't she? Just hope she's doing all right. Reckon the secretive nature of the mission and this import must be weighing on her something fierce. I hope it was okay to talk to her direct, like at the end there.
Of course. Were you two friends?
We were certainly, friendly. Augustine saved my life when the Earth Directorate swooped in and liberated Triangulum. Left an impression, you might say. Now that I've been cleared for active duty and got my certifieds all in order, I hope I can repay the favor someday. There'll be time to jaw about all that later. But all that she was saying about you, Commander, ain't sure it sits right with me.
Oh God, this kid is doomed. This kid is just so fucking doomed. It's his first mission. He has a connection with this gal, and like, oh my God, like, dude, you are so boned. Don't let it bother you. As you said, she's under pressure. We all are.
Whatever you say, Commander.
Oh, this is how we get out. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm wondering whose cigarettes I found. Alright, so the Horizon Point Station. Well, that didn't sound good. Some effects can grant. Oh, never mind.
You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Right.
Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its basis elements, dirt on which it is built.
All right, now we're starting to get a little bit of
each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just...
Commander, Abara and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
All right. Let me take a look around here first.
Even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent.
Mercy oxymorphone? They're just some kind of drug. Okay.
That smell. Did a sprat get flash fried in here?
Mechanical badge. And rounds. That's nice. Actually, yes, it looks like one did.
electrical system misfired somehow. Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
Expiring without permission will result in demerits being assigned.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd
That's
wager
great.
we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
I also found a vent around the corner might get us inside in a less conspicuous manner than strolling through the front gate. Though you'd have to pick the lock to see for sure.
All right. Look, I found a badge. Could be helpful to convince whoever answers if I use the intercom.
Always a good idea to have a cover story.
That don't work out. This here mag pick should come in handy.
Well, thank you.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail.
All right. Right. So with this.
Oh. Now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment? No! I mean, yes! Of course I would. Willingly. Were I to fail to adequately fulfill my duties to the Sovereign and the Protectorate, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject. For what? Not helping you shirk responsibility for failing to serve the Protectorate adequately? For letting your fellow subjects down? I'll have you know, I am a highly decorated custodian of Ingress, and I will not be swayed from my duty. So, you can just sit there until the Arbiters find time to come for you. We all have more important things to do until the ceremonies are over than put up with your nonsense. Good day.
All right. All right, you've been assigned to this posting for a reason. You are to maintain order and cleanliness with a landing pad until ordered otherwise. It's emergency or extreme confusion. Send a message. Please continue to review your mental refreshment outtake pamphlet to remain in step with your duties. Remember, your ability to complete your duties will be reflected on your perpetual appraisal of purpose. Oh my God, okay. Why am I suddenly like... Let's try something here. Let's try that. All right. Momentary, do not use sharp objects. Landing pad schedule as soon as part of the protocol for the... Right, once this happens, you are to report to Central Dispatch for your temporary assignment. Suppose I should have read all this beforehand, huh? All right. Certificate of mental refreshment. Okay. Aha.
reducing those next to scrap metal, eh, Commander?
Why should we? All right, first little taste of combat. Not bad, not bad. Shop and refueling point. Okay, so we could have come up here and around. Flywheel, a joint actuator. I don't know, man. The crates and stuff just don't have that same style as the first one. All right, so how we all feeling?
Well, that's dealt with. We should head on into the sector.
Great work, Commander. Should we get a leg on then?
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
All right, no problem.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other.
So, see, we can choose to go head on or take the security ops and good at sticking to the shadows. We're gonna stick to the shadows.
Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Abar and I'll take central dispatch, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. Like you told me, Commander, everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Abar's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
I'm pretty sure that, you know, she just pissed herself. That's all. Like, that's what she meant by...
Sergeant Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Central Dispatch. You know, without bringing all manner of chaos down on us.
Security ops is heavily guarded, so be vigilant. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're inside. I've left a drop for you in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow into the building.
Okay. Something up there that's... All right, you are here. Go here. All right. Antiseptic. I'll take that.
Laura, you got any thought to how we ought to proceed? You're being awfully quiet.
It's coming, honest. How about I, show you when we get to where we're going?
Good sprats. A mag pick, that'll come in handy. over here? No? Alright.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with.
You should have seen it. Wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously. As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
No, that was a threat. Come on, Ibarra. Never heard somebody give a threat before? Threaten somebody else before? Alright. What do we got here? Right. Awareness and stealth. Okay, so enemies that see or hear you will build awareness, avoid walking directly in front of an enemy's line of sight, or approaching them too quickly to avoid getting detected. After gaining enough awareness, an enemy will become suspicious and turn to face the disturbance. If they gain even more awareness, they will investigate the area they last heard or saw something. If they find you, they will become alerted and attack. Crouching both makes it significantly harder for an enemy to see you or hear your footsteps. Sneak skill decreases the rate at which the enemy can spot you. Look for various perks or effects that could make your footsteps silent. Right.
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with, instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
I'm sorry, I need instructions on how to use a knife? Bypass shunt. And a card that gave me extra health. What was that was like... Right, food and drink. Medical inhalers. We have bypass shunt. What are you? You are weapons and stuff that can... Alright. So that permanently granted us an extra 5 health. Right. Propaganda card. Mechanics badge. Okay. And then we have just like junk. Rollables. Right, there we go. Oh, hello. Right, attacking unaware enemies while crouched will perform a sneak attack. For most weapons, this allows you to preview your damage and prepare a power attack, weak spot hit, or charge shot with certain guns. One-handed melee weapons deal bonus sneak attack damage in addition to their normal or power attack damage. Look for mods and perks to gain additional sneak attack damage with other weapons. Alright, so... now we have a blade.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
I'm a good neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great What is this? Code Red. How to deal with a security breach and other highly improbable events. In the event of a security breach, catastrophic malfunction, or other nefarious deed, you must keep your wits about you, cadet. Vigilance and focus are the keys to protecting our society. The probability of infiltration from outsiders is so low it's virtually non-existent, but there is an infinitesimal chance of trespass by malcontents, maligners, or misanthropes. Were such an event to occur, it would be of the gravest threat one could face on Horizon Point. Any unverified individuals must be swiftly eliminated. If they cannot be, then it is your duty to sabotage the station itself, so that any knowledge and technological accomplishments herein may not fall outside Protectorate control. Now we're gonna be a sneaky, stabby kind of fellow.
Have you seen Maori since their return? The state they're in saddens me.
Yes, it is sad that they weren't worthy. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate.
Alright, so we hop down here. Stabby. Along here. Stabby. Warden Jean, I'm writing discreetly to propose a solution for your recent personnel troubles. I've recently heard tell that one of the former cadets under my senior's purview has demonstrated significant change of behavior and efficiency after undergoing a 6-month mental refreshment sojourn. Considering this success, I wonder if it might be a viable option too. The rest of the letter appears to have been abruptly abandoned. What are you? You are T. All right. This is where this is the tunnel that or the room that we came from. Another maglock pick. All right. Eject pumping station key card. En route. Messages. Temporary updates for security protocol. Right, landing pads. All guards will be assigned a location to patrol. These patrols may not be ceased until ordered to. Current automechanical defense system. It has come to my attention that there is still some confusion surrounding the automechanical defense system. While it appears that nobody has had trouble initiating defense measures, I assure you that the procedures for shutting them down are just as intuitive. Simply proceed to the control room and turn the Security Operations Division and seek out a large switch. Truly, you can't mess it up. Flip it from on to off. If that doesn't work, simply a simple slug of a wrench or similarly blunt object to the automechanical's control box should do the trick. All right. We now have an access card. No witnesses. Good read. How to deal with security breach. Oh, right. We've already read that one. Mentholated cigarettes. Ooh, refreshing. Like, seriously, they put up propaganda in the toilets. Messages from Mechanist Partible. Please help. I regret to confide in you that I have been a mite foolhardy with my work as of late. Seems my prized hauler automech drifted too close to the core of the diagnostics laboratories. Its coating has unfortunately warped. Its arm only works on one side, and the audio cartridge begins and ends every status update with abrasion detected. Please do whatever you must to fix it. My superior has made it clear I cannot request any more automech assistance due to my level of performance. May the matriarch grant you mercy on me. This morning you will have received a dismantled automechanical in a crate. You are to immediately inspect and diagnose every existing deficiency in its wiring and targeting systems. The automechanical in question mistakenly identified its handler as an unsanctioned presence and began to fire upon her. For obvious reasons, we cannot have this happen again. I will expect a report on your findings by end of day. The incident report, hauler model A5C, report damage due to redacted experiment on the skip drive diagnostics laboratories. Protective plating is melted and the unit emits an unpleasant stream of noises. Replacement plating and silencing module recommended. Breach of duty, Cadet Olson abruptly left his post without written authorization, saying he needed a short respite, returning 5 minutes and 32 seconds later. Mechanist Margolis promptly reported this unsanctioned activity. Transfer of personnel. Cadet Olson has been transferred off station effective immediately. Mechanist Margolis is to retain all responsibilities at the repair station. Oh, okay, so we can... Oh, we can't do anything because we don't have the, we don't have the... We don't have those skills. Which is a shame. Because the corrupted targeting system would be pretty handy to have.
I've left some distraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your position.
Really? I was gonna do it while they were looking right at me and pointing their guns directly in my face. They have changed their computer looks a bit. I'm not sure I like them. All right. Distraction device are handheld devices that make loud noises. When a distraction device is thrown near an enemy, they're alerted and investigated, allowing you to sneak by, perform a sneak attack, or lure enemies into a trap. Distraction devices have a set range at which they can attract NPCs. Anyone outside that circle will not respond or react to it. Okay.
Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in the service of the Sovereign.
Hear, hear. I don't care where I'm assigned. The bounty bestowed upon each of us is superlative. Thank the matriarch we don't live in one of those greed-driven corporatist colonies.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections. Our system is the best anyone has ever had. Perfection is perfect.
Death from above. Here, let me help you with that, sir. The nasty sneeze you got there. All right, I will take some brandy and some tea. Okay, I'm pretty sure everybody's dead in this area now. Just make sure we're not, like, leaving something sitting around. Ooh, hello, what are you? Messages. Quarterly report. Warden Lewis, I'm most satisfied to hear that our personnel are adhering diligently to protocol. I would expect nothing less as we prepare for the Sovereign's family to visit our station. Cadet Mowry is set to return from mental refreshment shortly, and the reports are not good. Restrict him to menial tasks until we can gauge his capabilities for ourselves, and let us keep him out of sight during the upcoming visit. We will be sending instructions on how to properly receive our guests in the next few days. It is incumbent upon us to do our utmost to ensure they have a pleasant and safe visit. Anything less will be answered for. A joyful missive. The last few years have been difficult since the death of our beloved first sovereign, but the Protectorate remains strong. Our new sovereign, the first son and the grandson of our beloved matriarch, will lead us to a new future for all humankind. Our moral obligation to lead humankind was a setback on Earth when the matriarch and the first presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant first envisioned our perfect society. My God, this is brainwashing. You guys are all in a cult. You know that, right? It is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. But none of us can do it alone. Your neighbor takes comfort in knowing that you would not hesitate to report them for questionable behavior, and we know you feel the same. However, even the most upstanding subject sometimes needs guidance. So remember, if you're not sure what to do, rely on your local vigilant to guide you. Yeah, this is just, this isn't corporate bullshit. This is straight up, like, fucking, this is just like a straight up cult. Alright, access automechanical. Yes, I do. Warning. Horizon Point is currently vulnerable, which is punishable pursuant to Protectorate Penal Code 8947321. That's nice.
Good. Those mechs should give you no more problems. Rendezvous with your crewmates outside and meet me at the skip labs as soon as possible. We're en route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like.
Okay, so this is where we came in. Yeah, so... yeah, this is where we came in. All right. Use the auto dive. Okay, what the Alright, so everybody should be like all the robots should be taken care of, but are there any humans walking around down here? Like, in theory, there shouldn't be. You aren't just a cog, you are the cog.
Something's not right.
But even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Okay. What's not right? Yeah, I'm still like, Abra sounds like he is just dead. Unless they are really getting into the, subverting expectations. I do not like his chances. Jumping? Nope. Okay. No? All right. We have bottleneck here.
Whoa. Hold on. What's this doing here?
What's that? An explosion? Avara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck just happened? I see smoke.
We'll always take more of the maglock picks. Yeah, something went real bad.
Attempting to resuscitate Agent Ibarra. Please stay clear. An unabridged debrief is not available at this time, but in the parlance of Agent Pascal, some crazy... censored. Alert. This unit has lost contact with Agent Pascal. There is a 90% chance she is trapped under rubble, most likely mortally wounded and beyond help. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Ibarra's vital signs before commencing recovery efforts. Please secure the area. Acknowledged. This unit will relocate Agent Ibarra to the incognito once he is stabilized or deceased. All other agents are advised to continue with the next mission objective.
You could have just said until he's stabilized.
Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Ibarra's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
Alright, so it takes short rounds. Rate of fire is 1.1 per second versus 4. Alright, but weak spot bonus of 50%.
Makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
All right. So yeah, you could have just said that once his condition is stable, because dead is stable. It's not a good stable, but it is stable. All right, I'll grab some short rounds. Cadet 4th Class Corbin's Journal. The Vigilant was so proud when I was assigned this research facility, but I've shamed him. Shamed everyone. Arbiter Jackson frequently and forcefully reminds me that I am lacking the discernment and ability due to my repeated failures. I even stepped in a pool of sick yesterday and didn't notice until another cadet angrily informed me. But everything pales in comparison to my inability to grasp the articles of doctrine. Sorry, I almost said articles of indoctrination, which actually sounds about right. Several of them seem contradictory on their face, but it must be miscomprehension on my part, as all aspects of the Protectorate are infallible. I am truly at a loss. But to admit confusion would only cast further doubt on my worthiness and add to my demerits. If I accrue too many more demerits, mental refreshment awaits me. I know it's meant to make those who need it better subjects, but the stories I've heard of the unfortunates who return with half-lidded, absent stares, no longer themselves, forgetting even where they are. Sovereign preserve me. So these guys, like, once the fighting started, they just, like, went and ran and hid. Cowards. Skip Drive Diagnostics Laboratory. All right. This just looks like a shooting gallery, doesn't it? Bridge is down. Right, we have the pump. We can access the pumping station. I don't know if I actually had...
Invasive elements!
There's a canister. So yeah, I didn't actually need to kill him, I don't think. The janitor bot, that is. Alright, so they're not getting many shots off, that's for damn sure. hell? What the fuck? The hell happened? What the hell was that? What the hell is this?
The turret is non-functioning.
The Sovereign provides, the system aligns.
Somebody? Better take a gander.
Deserves a look.
A bit leery of that. Silver. There.
See, at the preponderance of...
And that Johnny's crooked. Breaking for cover. His
Okay, at least there is like a quick save spot. Oh, hello. Okay. Yeah, we can turn on the turret, but that's not going to help us any because the turrets haven't been changed. Their targeting hasn't been changed. Which doesn't exactly do us any good. Oh, we need to be able to hack. Okay. All right. Reminder of your duties. It has come to my attention that the pipes are being drained and refilled sporadically rather than at the appointed times noted in your manual. Should this continue, I will have no choice but to recommend mental refreshment for the lot of you. Remember, being stationed here at Horizon Point is an honor most Protectorate subjects could ever dream of. Do not take this privilege lightly. Arbiter McShane. Well, McShane sounds like a dick. All right.
Worthy of review. Let me at this meddlesome contrivance. A trifling nuisance.
All right.
Never questioned or doubted.
Hence.
Grenade for our beneficent leader!
Bomb.
What in the void was going on out there? Did you think shooting up the place was a good idea right now? After what happened to Niles? You need to stop the tomfoolery, take the lift behind you, and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station.
Look, I didn't exactly have much of a choice, okay? Let me guess, the matriarch? Hypothesis on retrieval and restoration. Warden Gion. I have been conducting a minor yet thoughtful and scientifically sound experiment alongside my daily duties. I've noticed a few peculiarities that have led me to believe that items swallowed up by the wrist may, in fact, be somehow recovered. Now, this hypothesis is in its early stages, but I believe with some dedicated time and resources, we can dig deeper into the matter. Do I have your permission to proceed? Cadet. While I wish I could applaud your industrious spirit, your unwillingness to focus on your mandated work has given me pause. Do you not believe the decision to place you in this position was a wise one? Are you suggesting the plan is not an acceptable path to follow? Many of these questions open your eyes so you may see the root of your brazen effrontery. Set aside your hypothesis and instead redouble your efforts towards finding a cause for the rift's creation, as you have been chosen to do. To often guide you, Warden Gion. Automechanical tasking. Warden Gion. Your new work order is acknowledged, and roster of specially equipped automechanicals will be arriving shortly. Our team of mechanists are raring to get started. Surely, with this new methodology, our work in stabilizing the containment chamber will be all the more effective. As a side note, I'd like to assure you that Mechanist Portable only has one automechanical under his purview, so the rest of the fleet will remain functional as anticipated. Very unpleasant bathroom. Very unpleasant. After staring at the half-erased notes for a good 30 seconds, you realize the science is way beyond your comprehension. So they like give everybody a little something to snack on.
Commander,
here.
be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Or it is, and we're being tested.
It is not our place to question.
Thinking never made anybody happy.
Reckon I oughta reconnoiter.
Control panel.
Quick once over. It's over there?
All right, everybody's taken care of. Earl Grey tea. Captain's favorite. Entry 1. Other cadets and I were discussing the skip core over luncheon, exploring the possibility of harnessing its power for other applications when a thought occurred to me. The contaminate seal around the core appear flexible, enough for a small item to pass through it. What happens when an item makes direct contact with the core? We have been warned away from approaching it at all costs, but I wonder. Yeah, that does not sound like something you should be wondering, my dude.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab. DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us.
Your personnel reports. Philip Alderman, Cadet 3rd Class. Cadet 3rd Class Philip Alderman has accrued 3 demerits in the past quarter. He has mishandled and or misplaced lab equipment, has been prone to distractibility, and has submitted 2 separate requests for his superior and a mechanist in another facility. While Cadet Alderman has proven to be an asset to the computational lab duties, his extracurricular activities are becoming a distraction. I fear this may result in Cadet deluding himself into believing that he is important enough to make such requests. Recommend placing him on a PIP, Purpose Implementation Plan, so his official duties may rightfully become the center of his life once again. Additional warnings. Below is a watch list containing subjects and their most recent warnings. Let's see. Auto Contriver Langstrasse, disheveled uniform, oil-stained breeches. Cadet Phi, suspected of spreading gossip. Deviser Iracos, left eyepiece off electronic-looking glass after use. Second warning. Cadet Warden Novak, overheard laughing on duty. Cadet Mechanist Maori, languid gait and posture. Alright, so yeah, they can't get to us, which is fantastic. Should be an auto dock if we're gonna, if we're getting ready for a fight. There should be ammo and an auto dock. And a vendor. Ooh, okay. Compact rounds, short rounds. I would like some short rounds. All right, there we go. We've sold all our junk. All right, so we can buy a couple of... is through here. Nothing really. Not that I can see. All right, tactical time dilation gadget. You are equipped with the latest Earth Directorate technology. The tactical time dilation gadget slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your gadget energy meter very slowly, while moving and attacking drains it faster. Gadget energy meter refreshes very slowly over time, but can be increased via other equipment and the science skill.
Prudence dictates. Eye your neighbors carefully. Help you with something?
Yes, you can die.
Huh? Deserves a...
Pay in kind!
Manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can...
Entry 2. Today I witnessed mechanist Partibles automechanical passing too closely to the chamber walls and getting half its arm melted off in the process. I'm curious if all material would suffer the same fate. Entry 3. I took the liberty of tossing a pair of Vaughn's spectacles into the chamber this evening. Something odd happened. Just before it dissipated into the void, it appeared to flicker as if attempting to reconstitute itself. I need more data to make sense of this.
Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. And it falls to you, the eyes, the ears, the brains, a Horizon Point station, to determine who introduced the flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process.
Are you gonna suddenly turn around and start walking? Yep.
Disconcerting. Subversive type! No! Where are our automechanical deployed? Replenishing my
The Protectorate endures.
Hello?
Hastening to cover. Sustain the system. Replenishing my firearm. Seeking cover. Moving to cover. They covered his bounty.
Gather up all the stuff from our fallen foes. Like, I figured about the time that I would get up to him, he's like, all of a sudden he turns around. It's like, yeah, that's bullshit. Whatever. They have noticed that the automechanicals are not responding. Day 1584. The contaminated chamber encloses the miniature spatial rift anomaly has been determined to be in a state of stable. All levels remain within acceptable ranges. 1585. Per a request from Warden Young, Mechanist Vaughn has ensured a delivery of automechanicals to the contaminated chamber to further monitor levels and bolster the chamber's power. Day 1602. Mechanist Vaughn notes that monitored levels in the contaminated chamber have increased. Just as we have theorized, more testing is recommended before officially updating laboratory protocols. Day 1607. The contaminated chamber enclosing the miniature spatial rift anomaly has been determined to be in a state of fortified. All levels remain within acceptable ranges. That's great. Now, let's open the door. Because what's the worst that could happen? Wait, there's somebody back here that I haven't looted? Really?
Boy, damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. I shouldn't have depended on your unwillingness to play by anyone's rules but your own, working to my advantage. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified.
I guess this whole thing wasn't just because you're horrible at
You
your
think you
job.
can bait me with insults? I am a better agent than you could ever hope to be. Not that it matters. Very shortly, nothing will. Let me put this simply, simple enough for even you to understand. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die, and you along with it.
Convenient how someone else is always the one being sacrificed in these scenarios.
Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either.
And Niles is just damage control? Thought he was your friend.
I was fond of him too. Saving him would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific.
What if your math is wrong? You really want to take... Wait, Do the math. It's not too late for you to stand out. Niles is still alive.
There is no too late. This is happening right on time, as it must. And whether Niles is alive or dead has no bearing on it. Farewell, Commander.
Well, that's not great. Emergency hibernation activated. Great. So we just... So instead of like being...
Trotman's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your men.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
Right, so still man out of time. I was wondering how they were going to justify the, you know, we're part of the Earth Directorate, but Earth was like, contact with Earth was lost in the first game. So now, we slept through all that. Oh, but that is still an Earth Directorate ship. Is that our ship? And we have a title screen after 2 hours. After 2 hours, we have a fucking title screen finally. Oh. So now it's not just Spacer's Choice, it's Auntie's Choice. Auntie Cleo and Spacer's Choice have merged.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. No one usually has someone left in suspended animation that long.
Okay, give me just a moment here because I need to take a real quick break, so we'll be right back. All right, and we're back.
Explosive cell death.
So it's been 10 years.
Extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. I never should have started. I can't face the commander right now. Not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
So yeah, we basically we are.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander.
Thank you.
Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical.
Oh, fuck off. I wouldn't call it a sabbatical. I was unconscious, floating in space.
This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander.
Thanks. That's probably for the best. I do feel a little different.
Say,
All right, so basically they're giving us a chance to make any changes we want to our skills or anything like that. I like what I like where we're at.
Assessment complete. It appears you experienced some changes while in suspended animation, but nothing of concern. This unit will update your records accordingly. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately.
I'm ready. Give me the briefing, Val.
Following an aggressive merger between Auntie Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Auntie's Choice invaded Arcadia. Auntie's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many
Right.
have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years.
Oh, good. Plenty of time to figure out how not to die then.
Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions.
Wait. DeVries is alive?
Agent DeVries did indeed survive Horizon Point. This was confirmed when she brought down the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location.
Well, certainly seems different.
This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regiment since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
Okay. So now we have, so every time you level up, you earn a skill point, which you can spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point raises the skill by 1 up to your current level. If the skill is specialized, that limit is raised by 2, allowing them to surpass your level. Skills are used for various different checks across the game, yada, 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 right. Okay. And here's where we can say, hey, I want to drop a point into engineering and 1 into hack, I think. But now we can hack and we can do engineering. Consumerism. You're the reason our marketing works. So, right. The effect will be a negative 15 vendor price, a negative 10 sell price. But we don't have to take it. So I'm going to reject the flaw. All right, Ibarra.
All these years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing her whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for?
Niles?
Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew.
Thanks. Well, it seems I'm stuck experiencing the miracle of human consciousness for a little bit longer.
Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able.
Hey, don't beat yourself up about it. I'm sure you did the best you could.
Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the rift,
and Agent DeVries's survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information from that thing to destabilize the rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her.
Agreed. Agreed. We can't... we can't let her actions go unanswered.
Always did favor a swift comeuppance. She's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station on Paradise Island. She then followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts.
Sounds like you already did some, let's see here. Sounds like you already did some legwork. Good job. Guess there were places to be stuck investigating than an island called Paradise. Yeah, it sounds like you did some legwork. Good job.
Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than insulting her Protectorate communications hub.
Agreed. All right, so let's land on Paradise Island and then I think we'll call it a night. It is definitely different, but I like this. It's fun to be back into an Oblivion game. And one that's got, you know, that honestly is just, yeah, it's a franchise that I love. All right, so
Ought to bring Val with us when we leave. She might not look it, but she can be fearsome in a fight.
So, is my room still? Oh, hey, you fixed the door to my room. That's nice. So we need our safe key. Done everything you've asked, even more. Why am I still here? Every message I send, all those months, years even, of waiting in between, now I'm just screaming into the void, aren't I? Extraction's never happening, is it? To none. Subject, none. I'm hearing some worrisome buzz about that the Protectorate took the doctor off to mental refreshment last month. They tell me they didn't nab you. Tell me they didn't nab you. Just a word letting me know you're all right would be enough. I know I don't deserve more. All right, let's see here. Let's go extraction request. The Earth Directorate recognizes your contribution over the past 6+ years, but it is of the utmost importance that you continue your observation of the colony. Extraction denied. Confirming receipt of last report. Your additional inquiry into extraction has also been received. Unfortunately, extraction is not possible at this time. Please allow 6 to 12 months to lapse before submitting another request. Maintain your cover and continue observation of our Arcadia colony until further orders. All right, I would like the key to my safe, please. All right, here's Alright, here's where our crew is going to go eventually. A little... bathroom. There's the kitchenette. Workbench. Biomass canister. Okay. Hibernation helmet. Compact rounds. Locked under a lockpick 11. Jesus. Alright, here's the cryopods. And engineering. And then that's the shortcut up to crew quarters. So slightly different layout. Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where my safe
Ready to
key
disembark,
is?
Commander. Just say the word.
You wouldn't happen to know where my safe key is, would you? Location spot. Alright.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to focus on rescuing you, Commander.
Good call on his, give me 2 seconds with that lockbox. I'm sure I can have it open.
Tampering may result in damage to the container's contents. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser, allowing it to return to normal operations. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander.
Thanks, Val.
Helpful
That'll save me some
addendum.
time.
Scans also indicate an Anti's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of bodies, Commander.
Cyst pigs are good for disappearing bodies, too. Just saying.
Cystipigs, while omnivorous, are not typically raised on a diet of human remains. An alternate means of body disposal is recommended. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie.
You do look like you could use a little love.
Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie unit.
The fact that you're programmed with that warning is worrying.
This unit is programmed for all manner of self-defense.
Anyway, not to worry. I'll make it, opening these lockboxes a priority. All I meant was you look a bit more banged up than
This
I
unit
remember.
may suffer occasional wear and tear in the course of performing its operations. Routine maintenance is required.
I'll get to fixing that
Acknowledged.
dispenser
An
now.
upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockboxes, which may be stored here for your convenience.
All right, so it's 40 acid damage. Fires a spray of extremely volatile goo when activated, dealing corrosive damage at a very short range. Corpses hit will melt away, preventing others from finding them and acting accordingly. Do not eat this liquid. Please dispose of any targeted acidic remains in a safe manner. Do not eat the remains. Okay.
Congratulations on your acquisition of the dematerializer. The dispenser is now functioning normally.
Your ability to conceal homicides has also been increased by 85.9%.
Great. All right, so can have up to 2 companions. Let's take both of you. Paradise Island, which I'm sure is just as advertised. All right. So we are at our first thing. Perk point available. Okay. So perks. So we can do like scrapper, point blank, manual reset, space ranger. Let's see here. So bullet shield increases our health and damage resistance. Trophy hunter increases our critical chance and additional critical chance against strong enemies. Commando, which would require melee. Manual reset, which gives automechanical is stunned for 20 seconds, plus 10 damage to automechanical. Space ranger gives us plus 2.5% damage per speech skill. Pickpocket, gain the ability to pick another's pocket. Picking pocket can be activated by crouching up to an unaware human and having enough lockpick skills. Point blank, 100% sneak damage, 30% damage to nearby enemies, -1, -15% damage to far enemies. Scrapper automechanicals will always drop some additional crafting material, and ninja. While sprinting or sliding, incoming attacks against you have increased chance to be outright avoided, increasing your evasion. This is increased further when in light or medium armor. You know what? I think we're going to go with pickpocket. That just sounds like fun. All right, well, let's do a full-on save here. And, all right, we've got a full-on save. Cool. Because, unfortunately, that is where we're going to have to end for tonight. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to prod that subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for the Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, in a little under 2 hours, we're going to be back with more Power Wash Simulator 2. And then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more The Outer Worlds 2. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!